I've been looking for you. Got something I'm supposed to deliver. Your hands only. Let's see here. There's a new museum opening up in Dawnstar. The owner is asking me to hand out invitations to travelers. Looks like that's it. Got to go.
There you go. Let's go. Okay. Need to... Yeah. Oh, he disappeared, yeah. Gone forever. You, just in case anybody decides for some reason or another they're going to fuck with me. Flip it over. Okay. So, pretty sure I still got the manual save, so we're not really in a bad spot right now. Are we making like Skyrim references or something? Cause I don't. You know how long it's been since I played Skyrim and listened to anything anybody says? A long time. There we go. It's like 100 autosaves in this game. Like, what the fuck? So, yeah, just in case you missed it, which majority, like, obviously the both of you kind of did for the majority of the stream. Josh just came in like last fucking minute and seen that my fucking shit was black. You can see the timestamps. Go ahead. You see that? That's well, that was the autosave from when we saved last. But yeah, it's okay. So that makes sense. But it's actually like we did like 2 hours and something. Okay. So I had to approve that message to be sent. Apparently. So like whatever. Anyway, I streamed like 2.5 hours of black screen. And that was very annoying to me. But what was this? I happened to make a manual save. If Josh would not have came in, I would have went to the area I planned to stop at and literally saved a new save, probably even over this one, and just that would have been it. If I would have saved over that, we would have been fucked. So, luckily enough, though, I did what I needed to do and stopped the stream, deleted it. Because Josh so happened to came in at the right time, so. Well, I would make y'all moderators. I just had to find a way to do that, and I don't know if I can yet or not, so. Just whatever. I'm gonna go ahead and load so we can do this. If I could stop hitting my mouse, I just need to move it there. Out of the fucking way so I don't touch it. That way game capture doesn't keep coming up on screen. Hey.
Oh. Over there.
So today we're gonna get the fucking chisel. And so like I went to the went and got the chisel, and I fucking went and fought a fucking Valkyrie, which I'm not gonna do this time because obviously I was stupid enough not to fucking, and I don't want to have to go through that fight again. I did it all, man. Like I barely survived that fight. So it's called a fucking, it's this thing, the Game Capture HD Pro, HD60 Pro. There's other ones. I recommend that one because the other one that was really high rated or whatever didn't give you the option to change the audio codec. So your audio buffering is useless because this one allows me to change that, which is what gets rid of the crackling. Otherwise, I would have to deal with the crackling, and so would you. So, but because this one...
Fucking hate this sword. How do we know they're even here? Because that hammer didn't fall on its own. Well, if we
Oh, that's right. It is internal.
I'll get the kid, right? What is the matter with you? Find him.
Father.
Not now.
Anyway, yeah, it's internal. It's stuck into my motherboard. The other one just doesn't fucking, like the one that I bought to, you know, have a better game capture was fucking, it just wouldn't give you the ability to change the audio buffering to kind of get rid of that crackle. So we would have been having a crackle all the time. So, but I fucking changed it, so. Just bring out the axe to get wider swings. Where am I going? I'm going up there. Or me down here. But last time I got stuck on a babby
Those are the guys we saw
puzzle.
with Baldur. His nephews?
Aye. Magni and Modi, the sons of Thor.
Mother always said the Aesir were the worst of gods, and Thor was the worst of the Aesir. Guess he's a terrible
not, but-
father too.
They are no longer children. They have no excuse.
Will Sindri be okay?
They'll never even see him.
I'm not gonna bother this time going into the dialogue that I did last time. I pointed out a lot of really neat stuff. And instead of, you know, saying, oh, this is how all this stuff went down, like I talked about I talked about a bunch of stuff, Norse mythology. I talked about fucking a shitload of stuff based around my career, you know, what I think about my life. Yeah, all that shit. I did a lot of stuff. Fucking went and did 2 extra little side quests, all that good stuff, and fucking turns out I had a fucking black screen the whole time. So I wasn't very happy about all that wasted dialogue, and today I'm still not happy about that shit, and I'm still pretty salty. So if you want to know more about Norse mythology, just go to norsemythology.org or what the fuck ever, or read some fucking books or something, like fucking whatever. So, you make your decision for yourself about how you feel about it. And that's not just the fucking, that's not to the chat, that's to anybody, is to anybody fucking
Ah, the great dining hall.
watching
Envy of all Midgard.
at any point.
Funny. I remember there being a massive candelabrum. Really livened up the place.
You have to buy your own books.
Ah, yes.
I'll tell you which ones you can fucking check out sometime.
You just can't help but break things, can you?
If for some reason the game's too loud for me, just let me know so I can kind of turn the game down some. Yeah, I thought about a lot of fucking shit, and all that fucking shit went to waste.
Memory
I was
serves. The
very
Jarl's
upset.
throne was just on the other side of that wall of ice.
I missed it. Come on now. I like it didn't even fall out that time. It just appeared on the fucking floor. Okay, so we're gonna let the wolvers out first. I'm gonna try to go for the same strategy I did last time. Like when I played this part last. Let's kill the wolves first. The fucking... What do you mean he fucking hit me? I'm surprised he gave me the parry. God damn. Oh, come on, man. Yeah, sure. Like, look out, he says, as I'm already getting attacked and being stuck in the corner. I already done it last time. Killing your friend, and you're gonna get to watch me do it.
To do that.
Oh, wait, that's not a parryable. Okay, sure.
I think we can get through
Wasted
there.
that, but fucking whatever. I was pretty good on my A game yesterday. I was getting fucked up some during the boss fight that we're about to do. I was definitely messing up on that. Okay. What was it I was gonna do? Oh yeah, that's right. Okay, we get the ogre out first and weaken him. This one likes to fucking throw boulders like a little bitch. Hey, what you doing? I mean, I get it. Yeah, I know. Thank you. Tell me. Okay, you gonna just keep doing that? Okay. Yeah, exactly. Hold up. That is not what I wanted. There we go. What now, huh? I'm not gonna kill you after this. I'll take fucking Stonebeard King's health down. Wait, hold up, there's a wolf here? I can't get away from those. I'm rotating the lock. I don't like the lock on in this game. It's really kind of annoying. Please. Okay, wolves. That's it. We're done here. Shut up. Yeah, it feels good, doesn't it? Like getting your ass beat? That's right. Very good. Yeah, I've never seen him get grabbed by nightmares before. Like, it's never happened. Horse Stampede's okay. Depends on the application. And I think we're good. Should be able to just proceed on. I'm not sure how many of the. I think you had to clear them all out because they're like. They're frozen into the like the way behind here, like it's all filled with ice. So you can't really do much otherwise.
Something ahead.
It's just Sindri.
See, lad, he's fine.
Thought it best to vanish when Thor's idiot sons showed up.
No, in Norse
Sindri,
mythology, actually, I
could
don't
you
even
take a
think
look at
he
this?
actually had
Honestly?
sons at all.
I don't have much else going on right now. The travelers. Oh, disgusting. Smelly, covered in God knows how many little beasties, but gorgeous armor. Let's see if I can't make something more sanitary. Yes?
So
What speaks
I
to
don't
you?
know. Something last time where I got something here. I think I just upgraded Atreus'
Yes,
stuff
my
a
young
couple
man?
times because I had a pretty decent amount of money. I still do now. I don't have what's necessary
And
to
back to you.
finish that, I don't think. Oh wait, yeah I do.
Aim carefully.
Then I had got him a quiver upgrade, I think. I don't even know, but I'm gonna do it this time just because I want to do it. All the rest of this I'm gonna sell.
Where were you even
Stuff.
carrying those?
Don't worry about it.
Good,
Sell
good.
this.
Also, remember to breathe.
That too. Sell all
The
of these.
secret to any craft is in the fine details.
I can sell a lot of those enchantments, but I don't have any use for them yet. So I'm just gonna let them hang around for right now. And then he'll sell me back the fucking stuff we just sold him. Go through and kind of get all that stuff out of the way. He's got some runic attacks I don't want. He's got some stuff for the Gauntlet of Ages. A new resurrection stone, but we can't buy it yet until we sell our other one. So that's just gonna have to wait for now. It's just upgrades. There was something I wanted to get. Talisman? Maybe he doesn't have it. Oh wait, yeah, it's a craftable. I want. No. Oh, which one was it? Ooh, it's this one. Not this one. This one. No, wait, no. Actually, this one. This is the one I want. I didn't want to sort by defense, but I'm just gonna. Wanted to go by rarity. Then everything else is just there's a bunch of stuff to do, like crafting wise. There's the traveler armor that I could get. That's the Muspelheim stuff, which we're not going to do. I'll do like one Muspelheim trial just to show it, but I'm not
Until
going
we
to
meet
actually
again,
do
my
much more than
friends.
that.
Would you focus on your damn job and quit that shit? You quit that shit. I mean it. And walked away. Maybe. Uncle hasn't seen straight in years. But as long as Father believes him, so do we. So you will stop talking and focus and help me find him. You can't disappoint Father. Oh, smack you, boy. No, we cannot disappoint Father. Now keep looking.
Before we continue, go
Just
to the
make sure
fight.
you watch each other's backs in the storeroom.
Shut up.
Wouldn't want to lose my loyal customers.
I think there's some way or another, because I've tried this. I tried this last time. I tried to like put this there, because I figured it was going to open up a path, but it didn't. But that's okay, because I just wanted to do that. So, get my money from my prison wallet. You can come back and get that after the fight. It's not like it's gonna go away forever, but. Okay, so we're almost at the chin. Now, before we proceed, drink water if you have it.
Huh.
Drink whatever, I guess, but preferably water.
Hurry, brother. We may get a piece of the chisel and be gone before they even notice. Uh-oh.
Yeah.
How hard it would be to snap that thing's neck.
Boy.
Surrender. The All-Father demands it.
No.
Good.
This fight is mine, boy. Go.
And where do you think you're going? Oh no, brother. The little freak's got a bow. What are we gonna do? Someone yours, brother.
So there was something to talk about to Sindri, but he'll kind of talk more about them and like their abilities and whatever, but that doesn't matter to us because we're fucking already here. You know that using a sword backwards that's that large is fucking pointless.
There's a challenge. Man in this.
There we go. Modi will get up if I don't take Magni down fast. There we go.
Can't see.
Stay behind me, boy. Why do you hunt us? What does Odin want?
Don't know. Don't care. Come here, half-breed. You done holding Daddy's hand.
Shut up! Don't call me that!
Oh shit. Didn't even tell me where they were coming from.
Can't believe you
You just come up and attack you while you're blocking. You figure you have to time it, but you don't have
Calm
to.
yourself, boy.
You can see them standing there. Like they'll like I guess they like just pose them so they can they'll go away when the stuff goes away. Like when the mist goes away, their fucking their like models will go away, but they're standing there. And you think they'd come from that way, but they don't. All y'all do is talk shit. Let's talk more action. No more talk, only violence.
You mean to oppose the last device?
You wouldn't swing to where your feet come off the fucking ground.
Oh, I got this.
That's not gonna do anything. It's gonna hit him up. Stop trying to grab him. You like that, didn't you?
Your mother ugly or something. She cut up your face and you do that.
Don't talk about my mother!
Don't talk about
I like how they check on each other.
Don't listen to him, lad.
Like,
Trying to
both
rile you
Kratos and Atreus look to make sure each other's there.
Idiots.
They want to attack. Second.
Sons of Thor are welcome to try.
Head!
Sorry, overstepped, yeah?
I'm gonna block anyway, just to be sure. And yes, I did say something about a Valkyrie.
It's up, assholes. It's a little run for his money.
Stop it!
Boy! Stay focused.
Stop trying to. Still block that. I've never seen that attack before. That's interesting. Yeah, what's all that about? Okay. You wanna come over here and get some too? That's fucking fine, I got plenty. I was like, wait, are they going for the one thing again or what? Shut up. That dropped me low enough to get under his attack.
There must have been some war to make the last of him.
I'll kill you!
Trial! Control yourself!
Dead.
How did you... You have no idea. You son of a bitch!
Get these guys! I'll rip your head off!
Sickness. Fever has returned.
No! It hasn't.
Roy,
I cough him for blood. The boy's sick, he needs Freya.
No!
steady.
I'll be all right.
There you go, lad.
I'm fine, see?
We should keep an eye on him.
So, I did say something about a Valkyrie. Yeah, I was like gonna like save it for, I guess, like, you know, for people who haven't played it as kind of like a reveal or whatever. But honestly, I'm just not going to do it because I'll do it later. Maybe, like I said, I want to show as much of this game as possible. I don't want to leave that out, but I don't want to do it tonight because like that was already enough. Because the fight was not incredibly difficult. I did pretty well at it. I was on the ropes like once or twice, but I came in pretty clutch.
Enough.
Should do. With that, we can carve the travel rune to Jotunheim. Get you where you need to go. Oh, incidentally, all those magically sealed doors we've seen can now be unlocked. Like that one round the corner. You can get through that door there now that you've got the chisel.
So he's dead right there, but the axe bounces off of him. I find that to be interesting. No matter what you do, it doesn't stick into him. I've never noticed that before because I've never tried it before. But that's the case. Okay, I hate these fucking doors. They're really no, so it gives an idea why you would fight Valkyries. Like when you go to do the fight and you kill your first Valkyrie, it shows you why. It tells you exactly the reason why this is
He
happening.
was a god, but you killed him.
Minor Aesir, perhaps, but I.
And his father is Thor.
Not minor. Not minor at all, him. This will not go over well in Asgard.
I defended us. Nothing more. I fear no judgment.
Judgment, no. But if vengeance is any concern.
Since when can you kill a god?
And yes, vengeance will certainly come. Because that's the type of thing, that's the type of people gods were in Norse mythology, where they were very human. Judgment, like like a creator type of fucking judgment. The Christian God type of judgment is not what you're worried about.
Have you made it out of Fafnir's storeroom yet?
Shut up. I'll go do that here soon. Well, tonight we're gonna do some favors because I did them last time. I'll just do them this time. We have plenty of time on the clock, so we're gonna get a lot of stuff done tonight because I want to make up for the fucking progress that I basically lost last time. Where the hell is this goddamn thing? I know there's one that's over here. But there's a reason why Valkyries are in the state that they are in this game. It gives a lot of insight on the reason. And I mean, all the same, it's accurate but not accurate at the same time. I mean, it's complicated. It doesn't entirely make a lot of sense. It does from the standpoint of like time-wise. It's just the way that they go about it. Like, I guess, in a way, explaining it. It's a great charm of infinite storm. Oh, what about that? Like, their way of explaining the Valkyrie situation is a little different than what it actually is.
Wait, we were here before. But which way back?
Oh wait, yes I do.
Yes, yes, come in.
Sir, wait for this. Why you didn't make me hold the button?
You just cut trees with that, right?
Yeah, that's a weird question for you to ask, considering that we've definitely shown that we've killed things with it, and you have not said anything. I like how I freed that chest and I didn't even go and get it. But, yeah, take care of it now. You can go back that way now. I've never really noticed that before. Of course, I'd never looked, so what can I say?
I don't think the lad's doing too well.
I'm fine. Nothing to worry about.
If so, then keep up.
Yes, sir. Hey, I just realized. Magni didn't come back to life.
That is interesting. It's known the Aesir find their own way to Valhalla. No Valkyrie escort, no processing at the gates of Helheim. That may be significant.
Now that I know of, I don't think that there's anything that talks about if the gods actually go to Valhalla. Pretty sure that they don't. That would mean they would just come back to life over and over again. Because Valhalla is part of Asgard. And that means that a god shouldn't fear death. Which they do. Because why would Odin want to prevent Ragnarok if he didn't fear death? And it was really, it's really based around, it's really kind of more based around, he's wanting to prevent the fate of the entire cosmos, not necessarily his own death, but it's really more like to protect everyone else, to keep the cosmos from falling apart, so that he can continue to govern it. Not really govern it, but...
Look, it's back near the giant's head. What is this place?
Fishermen would bring the day's
Yeah, but
catch
that's
into
not
this
the
port
case
and use
for
that
Norse
contraption
mythology.
to send some of it directly to the Jarl's main kitchen. The rest was slated and sold.
There is an exit under the thumb. Find a way across.
It's not quite the same. Now, when a human dies, that's different. Because we have, like, a spirit, essentially.
There is an opening.
I can get it.
And when we go to Valhalla, we die in battle.
There's a
that
patch
is.
at the exit.
Or if you're a badass and you die of old age, but are still able to make the traversal to Valhalla, because that's what you can do. It's all part of the same realm. So the idea, not really the same realm. It's all part of the same thing.
There's a rope up here.
So what happens is when you go to hell, you can travel, you can make the journey to Valhalla yourself. Otherwise, when you die in battle, the Valkyries, or Chosen of the Slain, will come and whisk you away to Valhalla themselves. That way you don't have to make the journey. It's an express ticket. That's why they would, that's why when they died of age, there's a particular, a story. So I'll get to that in a second. So there's a story about how, what a funeral was like for them, which was terrible, to say the least. Like, it's horrible. Everybody suffers. And it's, they put weapons with them, you know, that's typical. But they give them food. They, like, sacrifice, like, chickens, horses, fucking cows, anything that's even remotely related to food. You know, or some sort of transportation. Even. They will
Back under his
sacrifice
palm. We're almost there.
2 horses, right? So they force them to get tired. It was described that they were, that the written testament to this was described as 2 horses are made to run and run and run until they are so tired that they can't run anymore.
Everything we just did. Climbed around
And
a
then
dead
they
giant,
hack them to
rode
pieces.
a giant falling hammer, fought some bad gods. What do you think Mother would say?
That you have come a long way.
Thanks.
So I'll go show you the Valkyrie. I'm not gonna fight it though. I'm not going to. I just don't
over there.
have the time to waste. But I will show you what the Valkyrie is. There's a hidden, there's some loot down here, and there's fucking a raven down here. Now if I can just find the fucking, wait. Right there. So they wear them out because it's easy to catch them for one. So they can catch them and, you know, hack them to pieces. They also hack cows to pieces. Why else would they would hack cows to pieces for a reason? And the reason is because it's easier for you to get food out of a fucking hacked up cow than it is for you to get food out of a cow that
Another
is
one
whole.
here.
Then you have to skin it and fucking
you know this one,
take the
don't you?
meat out and
It's
clean
Donald,
it and all that
the
shit.
giant stonemason. Is he building a wall around Jotunheim?
I get
It
that.
was to be his masterwork. He only wanted to protect his people.
Too bad the first part got burned.
I prefer the last panel was burned. Such a senseless pity.
Pretty sure that he built the walls for Asgard, not Valhalla, or not for Jotunheim. Yeah, so they would no. So yes and no. So there is a part where they basically, all your slaves, if you're a noble person, you own slaves, which most people did. Like, not most people, like most nobles, I should say. They would ask who wants to volunteer to die with you.
place?
to die with that person.
It feels like a prison.
And
That would explain
so
the hefty magical lock on the outside.
they,
But it's more than
whoever volunteered,
I have this feeling.
this it's
Like something's waiting
insane.
for us
It's
down
like they
a
all
knack
like
for
every
ominous statements,
man
lad.
has sex
What
with
kind
her.
of something?
I'm not sure. Something powerful.
And
Whatever you
then
feel, boy.
she's
We will handle it. We have come this far.
she's also
yes?
killed
Yes, Father.
to go meet that person. They don't necessarily carry things for them, but they can. It's a symbol of standing. And then like chickens, they would kill chickens, and that's obviously for food. Like vegetables, anything that was edible in general would be, burned, and then it would all be buried under a mound. And the reason that they would burn people is because if you bury them and allow them to decay, they talk to the reason that this is all coming. This is all written was it was written by someone. If you've ever watched the Seventh Warrior or whatever, is it the 14th or the 13th? Or the 7th? I can't remember. They go and like meet this Middle Eastern dude, and then they take him back to their lands to help them fight. He's like, or he's Arabic or something, Ottoman, whatever. That's actually based on a true event, which is where the traders met a man, and he decided he was going to go with them to talk about, what they go through in their everyday lives in their travels. All that stuff was sacrificed so that they would have transportation. They dress him in nice clothing, not anything too great, but just, neat enough to look decent. And then they would kill him. Or not kill him, but burn him. They would kill the slave and send them along with them, and then kill all the animals and stuff as well, so that they would have an easier trip to Valhalla. And so yes, when Ragnarok happens, that destroys everything. Like Ragnarok, so people were like, "Oh, Odin, tries to get a bunch of stuff together so he can prevent Ragnarok." That's true. That actually happens. That's the reason that Valhalla is a thing, is so that he can get armies together, so that he can fight the army of the undead, the ungrateful dead, which is basically people who died in different ways and were not accepted to go to Valhalla. They're the ungrateful dead. And so Loki makes an army of the ungrateful dead to go seize Asgard, which he fails at doing, and he's killed by Heimdall. And then all of the gods and the Einherjar and all that shit, they go and fight. And ultimately, Surtur actually burns everything to the ground, and everything falls apart. Thor ends up dead because the Midgard serpent and him kill each other, and that is how that all goes down. And then it all falls apart. There's another Snorri Sturluson writes the Eddas and the sagas to represent that Ragnarok is not the end of all things, and that after everything is finished and everybody's dead, there are some gods who survive and rebuild the world afterwards, because the flame is meant to the flame that Surtur spreads is meant to renew the world. It doesn't. In actuality, in historical context, Ragnarok ends everything. The cosmos falls apart and everything ceases to exist. And there's nothing left after that, because Sturluson wrote the stories after Christianization of Iceland. So he was a Christian himself, but he was writing these things about heritage and all this historical context, really. So Loki's a piece of shit. Why do people defy him? Because he's a fucking punk. All he does is basically make or contract things to be made, or craft his own little ways to bring down Asgard, because he is actually I don't remember if he's half ice giant or not, but I'm pretty sure he's a Jotun, essentially, which isn't technically an ice giant. That's bullshit. Ice giants technically don't exist. They're just Jotun. So he's a Jotun, so he's a shapeshifter. So all the fuck he does is do a bunch of shit and make his own little, you know, underlings in order to take out Asgard because he hates the Asgardians. And he wants to rule over Asgard himself because he's a Jotun and all he is about chaos. And when they catch him several times, too many times that he attempts to kill people. Deify him. Okay, defy. I read that wrong. Let me go ahead and continue. Like I was saying. And he's chained to the bottom of the world tree where Nidhogg, I think is its name. It's like a serpent. Basically drips venom on his head over and over again. And eventually the hope that he'll die. Because I guess it burns through his head or something. But then his wife comes down there and holds a bowl over his head for pretty much all eternity until he breaks free to catch the venom and stuff so that he doesn't die. And then eventually he breaks free and then gets him a big ass army and then he goes to do shit. Now deifying him. I read that completely wrong because I was like, I just glanced over and seen that. So deifying him. So some people do worship Loki, right? And they're stupid to do so. Maybe they're just fatalists. I'm not exactly sure. Maybe they just want Ragnarok to happen. That's not entirely my expertise. I don't do it, and I know that there are people who do. I think he's a piece of shit, and I wish that he would end up dead, essentially. But you know, until something actually happens for sure, I don't even know if he exists. So it's like I just have to basically take historical context as a word for it. You know, like I don't really know for sure what the case is with that, but and you know, maybe Ragnarok doesn't exactly happen, kind of thing. So yeah, so they deify him because I guess for some real weird reason it's almost like who deifies Satan, you know, like they deify Satan and fucking worship him in fucking Satanist temples, like fucking churches all over the United States popping up everywhere now because they're pieces of shit and they're weird and they don't understand that they're being deceived. So I don't know. That's I suppose so. I guess it's kind of like that. Like people who look forward to Ragnarok actually happening.
Imprisoned? So. She actually did it.
A Valkyrie? But I thought they were just spirits.
Take caution, lads. A Valkyrie in the flesh. I can't think of a more formidable opponent.
She does not attack.
Does she even know we're here?
If I hit her, she fucking will. If I step too close to her, she'll attack. But I'm not going to, because this is a Valkyrie and she's locked up down here, and I'm not going to fight her because it's going to be a decent length fight, and I've already talked a bunch about bullshit, so.
Atreus, here.
Read the book called The Viking Spirit. It's by Daniel McCoy. Go and read that fucking book. Or go to NorseMythology.org. It's a website by the same author, Daniel McCoy. He like makes a list of books that he likes that explain Norse mythology and explain the historical concepts behind the Norse paganism. And he talks all about that stuff on that website. He's got articles on there that talk about it. And then he's got his sections where he talks about his books and the places that he gets his information. He's got some pretty good sources on there, and I recommend looking at that website for anybody, you know, anybody in chat and anybody in or that may be watching this on YouTube later on. Give that fucking shit. Go to I think it's Norse-mythology.org. Like that. I think it'll say something like if you put it in on Google, you type it in NorseMythology.org on Google, it'll bring up the website. It should say something like Norse mythology for dumb people or something like that. And it'll explain. It'll talk about all that there. Of course, he talks about his book. He talks about The Viking Way, which is another book. It's a big ass fucking book full of shit by Andrew Price, I believe the guy is. go check those things out. Like, go check that
What now,
website
then?
out.
Maybe
and,
Freya ought to have a look at the boy.
you know, read
No,
some stuff
I
for
feel
yourself.
better now. I just needed to catch my breath. Where do we go next?
Well, now that we've got the giant's chisel, we need to learn the travel rune to Jotunheim, so we can carve it into that special gateway atop the peak, and open realm travel to the land of the giants.
You don't know it?
Alas, no. But the serpent did mention that the giants had entrusted that secret to Tyr.
Isn't Tyr dead?
Aye, but his hidden vault is very much in reach. The doors are beneath his temple, submerged in the lake for generations until our snake friend shifted his weight. There we shall find the fabled Black Rune of Jotunheim.
We could also explore some more. We got that chisel now, and that vault isn't going anywhere. Seems a shame to waste the boat.
We shall see, boy.
No, Kratos, we're doing. Yeah, the guy goes off of primarily historical aspects. He talks about the differences between what Snorri Sturluson is. Snorri
Okay.
is how you would
Obviously,
say
the marriage to Odin didn't last.
it. Snorri, I don't really know exactly.
How did
how to say
Frey
his
end up a
name.
hermit in the woods?
Oh, that was a singular piece of cruelty, even for Odin. As if the marriage wasn't punishment enough. Freya was better to him than he deserved. She stuck it out through all manner of indignity, all in the name of maintaining peace and safety for her people. But Odin's madness, his tyranny, his corruption of her magics, it became more than she could stomach, and at long last she broke it off. Odin's wrath was fierce, and his curses upon her were more than she dared to fear.
But her magic was so much stronger than his.
After so much time together, he knew her vulnerabilities and exploited them to craft curses she could never break.
Oh, like not being able to leave Midgard.
Worse still, he robbed her of her warrior spirit. Freya cannot fight, even to defend herself. No living thing may she harm by blade nor spell. In a world this belligerent, what choice does she have but isolation?
Poor Freya. I guess if I was her, I'd spit in your face too.
Aye, lad. So would I.
So I seen your message there. I just didn't say anything because I wanted the dialogue to go through. If you think the book is good, then yeah, I might have to check it out because, you know, that would be interesting to kind of read some stuff about that, about Buddhism and everything. Not that I'm necessarily, you know, going to like convert or whatever, but I think Buddhism's more of a philosophy for the self more than it is a religion. I just think that it's a good practice to develop your actual person rather than your and even your spirit in some aspects, but not necessarily in the worship way. So I think that's very, very neat. Now I might have to look at that myself. Talking about the story there, I don't believe that, as far as I'm concerned, that
Treasures for
Freya
all different
and
realms.
Odin ever
Do you think
separated.
that Fafnir went to Alfheim too?
I do not know.
Aren't you curious? He sounds interesting.
We go to the storeroom to collect anything useful for our journey, not to learn more about the dwarf.
Fafnir was a rather interesting fellow, little brother. Perhaps I'll tell you a story one day.
Yeah, go check out that. Like I was talking about, go check out that website. It'll talk more about that kind of stuff, like from the beginning of time to the end of time. But really more of like what is supposed to be part of the beginning of time, and then talk more about the end of time, like, cause everything up until the point of the point where the Vikings, like the Iron Age and everything like that, when they actually
Found
started
anything
to
good
craft,
in Fafnir's
to put together
storeroom?
the
Like
religion,
maybe
so.
a whetstone?
Listen, motherfucker, I'm going to find it.
Hey!
But not yet.
Did you hear? Magni, the Aesir god, son of Thor, dead! I know! Now Modi's on a rampage across Midgard, looking for the killer, swearing that once he finds him, he'll... Oh, shit, that was you guys.
We should probably discuss that more quietly.
Or not at all. I think that's a great plan.
Not at all is better. Let's continue. So, we're gonna do Fafnir's storeroom and then the other mine. Thunder Mines or something like that. Because the second part of the Hafnir quest is actually relatively difficult. Well, not difficult per se, but it's long. Yeah, I suppose so too. You know, like that is true. Like I was saying, being Buddhist and being part of the religion at the same time, I suppose would be possible. So
They must have gotten here first.
that makes sense. I don't exactly know what Taoist is. I've only touched very briefly on it. What do you want, Bixby? Go away. Let me go up here and kill these Draugr, and then we'll. I gotta take a break for just a second.
Be ready.
These guys. Ooh, I tried to get in the way of that, but guess I couldn't. Well, I don't have that skill yet either, and I got a lot of XP. Right at his fucking feet, too. And then his friend's gonna spit some shit at me.
Nice shot.
Okay, you missed. Garbage.
Yes, we got
We need to spend some XP. So we got a lot of it to spend. That's right. Okay, this one is up over here. You go ahead and just get to the chest. Got a good sight line. Okay. Very good. Okay. Oh, hey. I cannot believe I missed that last time. Suppose I probably would have missed it this time too, had I not actually looked. Go ahead and go on in here and get to the center thing. Guess we gotta. Wish I could just run off the edge, but I have to do the animation.
Whoa.
Oh wait. Almost forgot that was here.
Boy.
Another map. Great.
Alright, so I'm gonna just pause this right quick. I'll be right back in just a second. You wanna know what I like most about Rockstar? Is they like release a shitty update for Red Dead that pretty much breaks the game because they spend all their fucking time making GTA 5 have fucking like some extra cars and stupid shit like that makes no fucking sense. It doesn't mean anything to anybody and isn't even actual really good content. It's just junk. And then they add a couple extra little missions in there because they want to add more cars that cost like fucking $5 gazillion in-game currency, so that way you'll buy the in-game currency with real currency, so they can fucking sell you more cars. It's fucking ridiculous. Like, take the money you would spend on the money in GTA, right? If you took all of those vehicles and you were like, okay, this is how many shark cards I would have to buy to get all the vehicles I wanted. Take all of that money and save it, and you wouldn't be able to put a down payment on a real car. But I bet you would be pretty happy with the amount of money that you would save instead of spending it all on stupid ass microtransactions. I just wanted to give that little bit of a rant because I'm really pissed off about that shit. They're like advertising the little summer special nonsense crap that they fucking went and did, and I'm like, dude, nobody gives a fuck, dude. Like GTA 5, every gamer that is like that has a sense of self and doesn't want to waste any more time has moved on from that game. Like, if you're playing it, you're playing like 5M or some shit like that, or you're a fucking, you know, a 11-year-old or something. You have nothing else to fucking do with your time because your mom and dad won't buy you any other games. Like, that's ridiculous. I'm pretty mad about that. Let's buy some Atreus skills, actually. These are good. I'm gonna do more damage on the shock arrows. Try to upgrade that stuff a lot because his stuff is really useful. We're taking down groups of enemies. We'll get more XP doing these things anyway. It is now time for
Looks like the Reavers made it inside. I hope they didn't take all the treasure.
Yeah, they took the treasure. Hold on. I love the thunder spacer.
I'm ready.
Come on, stun him up.
You don't look too good.
Oh!
Hold on.
Painful, that was good news. Okay, y'all wanna fucking play games? Let's play games. Get out of the fucking shit, Kratos, God. There. Jesus Christ.
Just some stupid pots. And Draugr. No magical treasure, and no what stuff.
Keep your expectations low, boy, and you will never be disappointed.
I didn't have that hard of a time fighting them the last time, but they fucking kicked my ass. Like, cause that one was just not stunning. I was like, dude, why are you not fucking, why is your stun bar not filling up? Actually, put this away. Probably should have been using bare hands, but
They caught you off guard.
I wasn't expecting them.
Exactly.
always expect. Especially now. What are you doing? Oh, stop locking on. No, you're not. No. But he's dead, so.
There's nothing but poison in this one. And the stupid bird statue.
And useful resources. The main reason we are here, boy. However, many of these chests have been emptied.
Probably by the Reavers. I hope they didn't take City's whetstone.
Vikings piss me off. That's what those things are called. V-I-K-E-N. Viking. Annoying, and I hate them. He was very peculiar because
I have a good feeling about this next one. Maybe we'll even find the whetstone.
Remember what I told you about expectations, boy.
Keep them low. I remember. Still,
because of
good
his
feeling.
fucking level, he had like the unblockable attacks and all that shit, and they know they can like heal and fucking dumb shit like that.
I'm not ready. What's the poison?
Shoot the one that's actually fucking full. You're not supposed to be moving right now.
Not ready.
Shoot the one, yeah, there you go. Should still be like stunned and not moving. But still moving. Damn fucking thing. I hate them. I can't stand these damn things, man. They're so annoying.
So much for my good feeling.
These were the flaws, I think, that they put in God of War that, like, were just annoying to me. Like, that make God of War the not-so-good game that it is really... It is worth the, like, 9.7 that it has. The only thing that takes away from it is, to me, like, the little minuscule crap doesn't matter to me. It's like all about gameplay, and when you put enemies that are annoying and don't follow the rules of combat, it just gets ridiculous. Like, they're just all of a sudden able to just, oh, I'm not gonna fucking get held down by your fucking little arrow things because I'm just a little ghost, you know, that person, savior magic user, you know,
I was ready for them this time.
ugly-ass little witch
I
creature.
saw.
So I should keep my expectations low, but always expect an attack?
It is a delicate balance. Expect the worst, assume nothing, and always anticipate an attack.
Sure is a lot to remember.
They're just fucking, I just hate those fucking things, man. I can't stand them. I just like let that happen.
I'm ready! Almost there!
Bitch. Kill him. There you are. What? Like, I almost ate that hit, too. Dead yet? Alright.
Don't know whetstone. And only one room left. I know I shouldn't hope, but do you think we'll find it there?
No.
Get my ass handed to me tonight. I'm kind of glad I didn't do the Valkyrie. Okay, stop picking up the health star. Pick up the key. If I would have done that Valkyrie, I'd been fucking destroyed. Fuck. All right. Right. Why do they say store rooms? It's really more like rooms. And what is the use of the key if you could come in from the top? Of course, it's, I mean, it is to us. Because we're the players of the game and we have to fucking, you know, go through certain avenues of approach to get where we want to be.
So, you back to piss on my corpse, you ungrateful little... who are you two?
We're looking for a whetstone. Have you seen it?
Aye, there was one in this room. My son sharpened his dagger on it, right before stabbing me in the back.
What?
Little bastard thought it was his turn to lead my crew. I was hard on him, sure. Guess I shouldn't be surprised. I did the same thing to my dad when I was his age.
He killed his own father?
Where is he now?
Ha! He may be a bastard, but he's my bastard. You'll get no help from me, fool.
Then his dagger will help.
Hey! That's mine! Hey!
Come, boy. We are leaving.
Stop that. Just like, not that. Nope.
Need more time.
Hey, if you shoot the bow, stop jumping on the back of the oak.
Your boy could use a hand!
There we go. I like using the spinny attack and getting fucked because I do.
I did okay. Yeah?
You have potential, boy.
Like, I love how I'm like, let me use the little spinny axe attack, and then it's like, well, guess what? You can't do when you use the little spinny axe attack. You can't fucking block. And then I get fucked by it because I do that. And I like these little stupid things. He'll mention something.
For a pair of pasty fiefos, you sure can fight. I'll give you that.
Yeah. Pretty much all he says. Now we can go to whichever room we want to go to and all that stuff, but I'm not very worried about doing that because
Why would his son betray him like that? Kill his own father? Over some treasure? Seems so greedy.
Remember what I told you, boy. Assume nothing.
Well, sure. He didn't seem like a great father, but...
You only know half the story.
Yes.
buddy. Yeah, I wanna. Let's kill this thing, because I want the ancient pieces. Whoop! Too busy fucking with the big guys, so leave me alone. Boy, you're supposed to use them. I wanted you to use the fucking bullshit attack with the wolves, but I think he'll actually hit me. Hey, and we fucking send it back at him. Can't do anything to him like that. Anyway. Now I'll finish you.
You two make quite a formidable duo.
Nice. Now we can move on from this area and go to the Thunder Mines or whatever the fuck. What's XP we got? 4,000. Oh yeah, this is pretty good. Those are pretty good for some crowd control related stuff, but I don't want to do any of that right now. I want to do this one. Some runics and this crap. Oh yeah, that's right. We need to mark the mission so that we can go and do it. Take this stuff back to Sindri. Turn the stuff in and then move on.
Well, what did you think of Fafnir's storeroom?
We found no whetstone. This dagger belongs to the Reaver who took it.
They took most of the good stuff.
Oh? Well, here, take this, in exchange for the dagger.
This one is good.
The dagger you brought me is quite interesting. An artless design, but the construction is sound. Where in the temple did you find this?
In a Reaver's back.
Ugh. Oh!
He mentioned he was part of a larger clan. Maybe they took the whetstone?
Quite possibly. I know I've seen this design before. I have a favor to ask. Just a small favor, really. Do you remember the dagger you gave me?
The dagger stabbed into the Reaver's back? His own son killed him? Yeah, I haven't forgotten that one.
Well, I traced it to a group of Reavers that operate out of the Northree stronghold. I'd wager that's where they took their haul from Fafnir's storeroom, along with that whetstone that I could use to help you.
So, he says small favor.
Another treasure hunt. Pointless.
Well, not if Sindri really can make us better equipment with that whetstone. Plus, the Reaver's son. He murdered his father.
All you need. And you will. The Talisman of Betrayal. You can aim and slow down time with it. It is... I'd say if you're playing the game unlike some dudes that do insane shit like fucking kill Valkyries before the Valkyrie can even fight. You know, which we could do that too if I could probably just look up a guide, but or just like watch the video. But if you're a casual player and you're just going to go kill the fucking Valkyries and you're just like, let me just use what equipment I have at my disposal, that goddamn talisman is so good against some of the Valkyries because they'll do this attack that hits pretty much the whole arena. They'll like go in the air and do some dumb shit and it'll pretty much hit the whole arena.
Lemire, there was a shrine about a giant lady with lots of books and visions.
Ah, that would be Groa, the Knowledge Keeper. She was a gifted sorceress who gathered every tome of arcane wisdom she could find in the realms, all in the hopes of augmenting her powers of prophecy, that she might find her lost husband, Arvandil. But it was not her husband she would glimpse in her visions, for it was Groa, seeing longer and farther than any before or since, who witnessed Ragnarok, the end and the beginning. When Odin caught word of her ultimate prophecy, he maneuvered to obtain her knowledge and hoard it for himself. Groa knew Odin as a long-time patron of her services, and so she welcomed him into her library as a friend. What she did not know is that Odin himself was behind her husband's disappearance, having used his enchantments to conceal his death at Thor's hands from her sight. Smiling, jealous Odin took her by the throat, and with his very hands he stole her library and her life for his own.
I always knew Odin was bad. That's just...
Ruthless, barbaric, heartless? That's Odin. In fact, we would do well to sit here in silence for the next few moments and reflect on Odin's capacity for cruelty. And so...
Reflect longer.
So, that's actually not what happens. He like seeks her counsel and she tells him everything willingly. So, but yeah, so the Valkyries can hit the whole ring. When they go up in the air to do certain attacks, you can use that shit to slow down time and hit them, which will stun them, so they're not able to actually do the attack. So. There are other attacks and things you can use too that will do pretty much the same effect, but if you just want to like keep her stun locked, I recommend the wolves, the Talisman of Betrayal for some of them anyway, and very specific runic attacks like this one. Excuse me. And sometimes the heavy one that I've got will work. There are others that are good too. As long as they inflict the maximum amount of stun, or at least a decent amount.
Well, look who decided to show.
Can't even talk to him. Wait, whoa. No, I don't wanna.
Talk to this here ring.
What? I can't hear thoughts from rings, Brock. It's talking to me! It's Anvari!
Ha! Knew it.
He says he went to the Velander mines to observe his mistake, but then the Soul Eater attacked, so as he was being ripped apart, he cast a spell that removed his soul and put it in this ring. And then he...
What about all his stuff?
Huh?
Anvari had a workshop here with all sorts of posh doodads and ornatory tools, and one beaut of a hammer. You make mention of it still in there?
You're upsetting him.
Your point? You fellas take Anvari with you and go have a look-see. If you find his hammer, I'll whip up something real nice for you. Hey now, don't go forgetting your entry stone.
Alright. This one's a little bit longer than the last one, but it's nowhere near as long as the North Erie Stronghold, so...
Invari isn't happy about us taking his stuff.
I do not care.
I'm not gonna tell him that.
Yeah, because I don't give a fuck. You can actually hit these tassel worms, and I didn't know you could. But I get really pissy, even though they can't do anything, and you obviously, I can't kill them from here. I just hate these guys. Oh, okay. Like that?
Whoa!
That is why I like the shock arrows.
No sweat.
Love the shock arrows.
Invari says this dwarf was part of his crew. That he died because of his mistakes. He sounds sad.
The ring's grief is of little importance, boy.
Yeah. That's it. Cares about the ring.
Oh, he did not like that. He's warning us not to go down.
Stop listening to the ring, boy. Cannot be trusted.
Oh, you got lucky, little bastard. What's he doing? The thing about Mimir is he can see back behind us, so he'll like say shit about the shit that he sees behind. That's probably interesting. Capitation. Spin to me. Spin. I can't take Vinny's memes. I love the spin thing, but I can't take his meme. So. Jump down, but no.
Silence that ring, boy.
I don't know how.
Yeah, I don't know how either. Put it in your pocket maybe or something? I don't know. This just goes up to the backside.
Boy.
Yes, sir.
It's just a way to get to this room a little bit faster.
Another map. Then we'll find something useful here.
Open this. here, and then drop that so I can pick that shit up. Get some money. Get some monies. I want to deposit some monies. Speaking of which, I need to make some withdrawals soon. Need more cash. Not that I plan to spend the cash as cash, I just want it.
A soul eater.
And a traveler. Guard up.
Soldier's dead.
On your right!
Okay.
Keep it up.
I don't think shot's gonna do much for him. Even though the stun isn't entirely useful. Now, if I can stun up. Knock him out. That'll break his armor immediately. Then we can just kick his ass. Oh, hello. Yeah. Look, friend's dead. Well, now. I win. I think that gives me a trophy, because that's, you need a lot of those.
A dead soul eater. What's a soul eater even doing here? What do you mean it's your fault?
Boy, ignore him.
It's sort of tough for me to ignore.
Yeah, sure. Okay. Legs, I suppose. There we go.
He says this chest will trigger a bunch of traps.
Aren't any.
I see no traps.
Sounded so sure about it.
Yeah, well, he's a bitch. Let's see, I wonder how far we can probably make it tonight. I'll get done with this pretty soon. Faster than I did the last time. Oh.
I'm not ready.
So he's dead. Yeah, that worked out too. Just fine. Ooh, that's a good one. Excuse me. Okay. This way. Yeah, because I'm already making better time than I was yesterday. By the time that I was done with this, I'd already into 2 hours. Well, as I mean, it's coming up on that time. But we're getting actually a lot closer to the end of this a little bit. Probably for skipping to Valkyrie. Valkyrie took like, I don't know, maybe 5 minutes. They're not very long fights if you fight them correctly.
But I know. Don't trust the talking ring.
The Valkyrie didn't actually take. They don't. Well, some of their fights do take a long time. Really, it has more to do with just you actually dying. Yeah, it didn't work out so well, did it? This is also a good enemy to use the Talisman of Betrayal for, because he likes to fly around a lot and dumb shit. Where is he? He's fucking so resistant to stun. It's so annoying, because all I want to do is just stun him. He's so resistant to this.
Almost ready.
I'll just use fucking arrows to do some damage. Hey, your friend's dead. Just dropping those little balls of magic to fucking fuck you. You went ahead and ran right into that. Absolute buffoon. Hey, leave us right there. Nice. Then we get this thing, which isn't really that great. It's okay. It's not great. Hey, yeah.
Boy.
Father, please, just listen. Invari's crew did something bad here. He's glad you destroyed his lab, and he's sorry he kept trying to trick us. His hammer is just through this gate.
Oopsie daisy. And the gates open. Cats and worms in here we'll have to deal with most likely. I don't know why I picked it up.
This is a fine hammer.
Invari says thank you.
I don't think Tats and worms show until I drop this card.
Boy, over here.
I think about it sometimes, and I like see him struggle to open the chests, and I'm like, I wonder exactly like, how strong those chests have to be closed to make someone like Kratos struggle to open them.
We will talk to the blue one.
Is there another one?
I'm ready.
Okay. Suppose not. He comes out of the ground and I kick him dead in the face. And walk on out of here, give this back to Brock, and then we are on our way to the next part of the story. Which will put a little hold on what we're doing for a minute.
You two find that hammer, or you two...
Here, the alchemist's hammer.
It's kind of
His spirit is a nuisance.
Yeah, Anvari always was an asshole. Hell of an alchemist, though. Hand him over here and I'll melt him down.
What? You're going to melt down your friend?
A trapped soul's what I need to give your reward some extra oomph. You don't want it?
Father, we can't do that. Here, you hold on to him. He's really useful, I promise.
Fine. So long as he proves his worth.
He won't. It does. It really does.
It's
if
a
you put
bit
the
of a
enchantment in.
softie, huh? Well, he'll grow out of it.
What's he got?
Hey, word is someone put down that loudmouth Magni. Wouldn't know anything about that, would you?
Would that be a good thing or a bad thing?
Bad thing for you when his daddy finds out. But one less Aesir farting around suits me just fine. In fact, next upgrade is on the house.
Really?
No.
Wow.
So, well, actually, ah, well, hold on. Yeah, we'll just let on. Anyway. Good enchant. It gives extra stuff too. It doesn't just give you the little extra boost or whatever on your, like, little extra bonus effect. It actually gives, you know, some statistical boosts too. Which I like. Should be a story coming up.
I have a question. If Ymir was the first giant, where did he come from?
In the beginning, there was Ganungagop, the great void. There were no realms yet, only primordial forces. There was fire, and there was ice. And there in the void, they met and produced...
Water?
more than water. The mystic lifeblood of something entirely new. From this water, Ymir took form and became a being of pure creation and chaos, mother and father to all that came after.
Even the Aesir?
Aye. Every god, man, and beast came first from Ymir's flesh. Though it was the Aesir who thought themselves so superior that they should hold dominion over the rest of creation. It was Odin who took arms against his creator and spilled Ymir's lifeblood with his spear. A necessary evil, he would say, to bring order to the realms. From Ymir's torn flesh, Odin would fashion the realm of Midgard for his own. Called himself All-Father, as if he was the creator and not the creator's destroyer. A small, covetous tyrant.
Ymir?
Huh? Oh. Sorry, my boy. You know, I think it best we just end it there, actually.
So, true story behind that is he was right at first. There was Ganungagap, which was, you know, I can't remember what the translation.
Tyr's vault is behind that magical lock.
But it's just empty
Brother,
space.
the chisel.
And the primordial forces are fire and ice. And basically, sort of like the Big Bang, those forces met and clashed, and they caused the basically an explosion, in a sense, that caused be brought into existence by everything.
Wow.
Pretty much just.
I can't believe we're setting foot in
And,
Tyr's vault.
I forget what it was called,
Another one of these.
but
It's Tyr.
pretty
Look,
sure.
The middle panel is missing. Wait, I thought Tyr was a god, not a giant.
Aye, but he was loved by everyone, including the giants. Other than me, he was the only one they gifted with their special sight. Hey, I wonder if the giants left a triptych about me somewhere, too.
Anyway, so there was like
Actually, come look. Let me show you how to read
a
this.
god
That is
in a
not
sense
necessary.
that
Taught me
comes
so
about
much.
the same time.
Let
and
me
there was
teach
like,
you something.
like a cow, and I think it was Ymir or the other
What if you need to use one and I'm not there? This will be fun.
Primordial god that suckled from the teat of this cow. I cannot remember what the cow's name is. How all the events go about. Basically, eventually, Thor and his 3 brothers. He has 3 like alternate entities, which are all the same thing. Apparently, they, you know, kill Ymir, and Ymir becomes basically Midgard. They, you know, go to Midgard and fucking create humanity from driftwood. So it's a weird story. You have to read about it yourself. It's rather interesting. It's like it's far-fetched. It's much more far-fetched than most creation stories. Small defense zone. Nah, I'm not worried about that. Let's have this last hunter killer. I don't ever really use it, so I'm just not gonna. Like, unlike the Christianity's, you know, creation story, it's like it's just like the snap of the finger kind of crap. It actually gives context. However, it may be that it's like really weird and hard to believe. I mean, all right, so here we go.
Atreus.
Come on. You already speak it. Learning to read won't be that hard.
I know how to read, boy. Just not this tongue.
You're halfway there already then. Okay, so the runes represent a lot of different things. Some gods, some animals.
Wait.
Some... Oh, am I going too fast? Sorry.
Not that. Do you smell something?
Yeah, I do. Smells like... rain?
You ruined everything. I earned that fucking hammer. But now, everyone's gonna think I only got it because Magni's gone. It'll be a joke. But if I kill you, no one's gonna laugh at me. Oh, are you dumb? That your father's doing? Or did you get it from your mum? She's stupid and ugly.
Shut up! You don't know anything about my mother.
Oh, it's true. But I'm gonna get to know you really well. You're gonna be my new brother. Right after I finish killing your father! Whoops. I think I broke him.
Because you can't guess what he inherited.
No. Stay back.
He's coming.
No. No. This isn't over.
Brother, the boy.
Atreus.
You have to get into Freya quickly. There's no other way.
And this is where I made it before I had to stop last time. Except it was another 30 minutes or so.
Take the boat. Freya's isn't far.
So it's hard to tell exactly what is kind of going on here. It'd be a culmination of a bunch of different things, probably just like the environment change. Bunch of different forces going out of balance. I don't really know. It doesn't really allude to what caused all this crazy stuff to happen.
Odin's eye is on you, brother. Especially now that you've taken to killing his kin. This forest is a blind spot for him. This is our smartest move. And if anyone can heal him, it's her.
What is happening to him?
I've seen it in mortals that some conflict of the mind expresses itself as an ailment of the body. Never in a god. But a god believing himself mortal. I can only imagine. We're almost there.
Yeah, Trace is just naive. He doesn't realize that his father's strength and all of the stuff they're alluding to of him being a god, he doesn't understand that as, you know, the hints.
Somebody just called the serpent.
Slows the part of water even further. Being patient. I think the water actually comes up, so you can't go back down.
The fever burns hotter. He is shaking.
It's serious. We must hurry.
I like how it makes Kratos move just a teensy-weensy little bit faster.
Freya! Open the door! We need your help! Woman, do you hear me? It is urgent!
I'm still a god. Go away.
The boy has fallen ill! Freya! He is ill.
Inside. This is no ordinary illness. The boy's true nature, your true nature, fights within him.
I did this to him. Will you help me?
Look at that.
Of course. There is a rare ingredient found only in Helheim. The keeper that protects the Bridge of the Damned. I need its heart.
Hell.
The realm of the dead. Do you know it?
Not this one.
It is a land of unyielding cold. Fires cannot burn there, and no magic in all the 9 realms can create a blaze. As for the dead, your frost axe will be useless. You'll need to find something else.
Then I must return home. Dig up a past I swore would stay buried.
Who you were before doesn't matter. This boy is not your past, he is your son. And he needs his father. This rune opens the bridge to Helheim. When you are there, do not under any circumstances cross the Bridge of the Damned. There is no road back. Understand?
Boy.
Himalay. You must hurry. Through my garden, there's a path leading to my boat. Take it. Return home. Dig up your past. Do whatever you need to do. Just bring me back the Bridgekeeper's heart. And your son may survive. Now.
So Helheim is,
Freya. When last we spoke, I was...
No. You were right to distrust the word of a god. No need to explain. Not to me, not for that. I will keep him safe. That's a mother's promise.
So Helheim actually, so like I talked about before, that hell isn't the same as it's portrayed to be.
Helheim of all places. You all right, brother?
I will do what I must. Leave me be.
Helheim is actually, so hell itself is actually like nice, beautiful green fields. It's really just the afterlife, the other world essentially. Niflheim in this is portrayed as the realm of mist, which it actually is. It's a realm of mists and incredibly freezing cold. So it's kind of like a combination.
Athena. Get out of my head.
Going on a nice little boat ride. Pretty sure she's dead. It's just the kind of situation that some stuff will like alludes to later. You know what I'm talking about, what happens in Helheim later in the game. I think she's dead. It's just so when Ragnarok happens, which is what's happening in this game, it alludes to this later, that it's pretty much time for Ragnarok, and it's all kind of like getting really close to coming together. Gods are dying, you know, shit's fucking changing, and because of that, the world of the gods and all of the realms can intertwine, and that's why that's why I think he's seeing her spirit, is because she's dead, but he's able to see, like, there's Draugr, which are the dead, and there's the Hell Walkers, these guys, coming out of hell. So I think, you know, like I said, I think she's dead. He's just seeing her because, you know, it's like the worlds kind of like starting to collide. That's why I'm, dark elves are here. Stuff like that. Hello, random chat member. I don't know who you are. Don't really care. You're here to watch the stream, and that's good.
Behind you! Look out!
Fighting these things, I kind of really don't like Hellwalkers. Do I even have the axe? Yes, I do. It's just in this scenario.
Left side, brother!
Good to see somebody else, a new face in the chat. Glad you decided to stop by and watch and follow me. It is. It's the point of this series is to showcase the top 25 percentile in user ratings for Metacritic. So it's just what people like, as per like reviews and everything. Oh, okay. Bye. Hello. Great game. Goodbye.
There's nowhere you can hide, Spartan. Put as much distance between you and the truth as you want. It changes nothing. Pretend to be everything you are not. Teacher, husband, father. But there is one unavoidable truth you will never escape. You cannot change. You will always be a monster.
I know. But I am your monster no longer.
Here we go.
All right, Baha, let's see what those blades can do.
I like the moveset that Blazing Chaos. It's very rapid. It's got a lot of good range. Got a lot of attacks that, you know, really kill enemies very quickly. It's got a lot of crowd control elements to it. They're only good in some aspects. They don't deal a whole lot of damage. It's just, they got good combos. Let me see, I don't even know if I have an attack. Full. Okay, I don't like that. See if I can do it. I can't attack. I think it's just that for now. There is a really heavy hitting attack that you'll get later on.
Quite well in Helheim. Oh, I believe I see a door to the realm between realms over there, in your own front yard, no less. Take the shortcut back to the realm travel temple, then on to Helheim, yeah?
Sir. Blades on her back. And we will hit the travel room to go to Helheim. I'm gonna, I guess what we'll do, is since we've got time, I'll aim to get to Helheim, get the heart, and take it back to Freya so we can get Atreus ready to rock and roll again.
Well, I'm pretty sure you weren't talking to me back there. Anything you'd like to get off your chest, brother? I can assure you I'm unsurpassed in keeping confidences. Well, you know where to find me. And for the record, I'd already guessed you were Greek. Athena? Dead giveaway.
So, alluding back to whether she's still alive or not, so Mimir can't even see her, which is interesting. So she's either a ghost or she's some sort of manifestation, like PTSD. Like, Kratos is like schizophrenic, where he sees things and hears things that aren't there.
What? Hey! You reek of foreign magic! Sweet Nana's nethers. What are those? I've never seen the like. That's gotta be a family heirloom.
No. Nor will it ever be.
Son, my brother and me created Mjolnir for the big idiot. I know from quality. And them special. Hey, where's the little turd?
He has fallen ill.
No. What happened? Aesir?
No. The fault is mine. And my responsibility to make it right.
No. We all gotta take responsibility sometime. Huh? Say, what can I do to help him? I can do things. When I should tag along?
No. Your work here is enough.
All right. So where are you off to in such a hurry?
The realm of the dead.
Helheim? Shit, this is serious. I'll be keeping my eye on you.
Don't think that I can upgrade these yet. Yeah, I gotta get a fucking Chaos Flame first. I don't think I've got anything else that I can upgrade at the time being. That's not really purposeful at the time. So, we'll move on. Get to Helheim. Make sure to drink water if you have
Now
it.
that Freya's given you the
Or
travel
drink
route to
beer,
Helheim,
fucking
it should be unlocked on the
spicy
table.
water. Just whatever. Good stuff. Water's important, you know.
Helheim. And it's done. We really are doing this.
Yo. one problem with drinking so much water. You'll have to pee a lot. I have to right now. But we're gonna go through here first.
I'll be watching your back.
Let me take this moment to tell you that what you are about to do is absolutely insane. Not even Odin can survive this cold. So, I hope those blades work.
Okay. Now, 1 second. Well. Okay. 1 second while I go do this right fast. But now we have chaos. It's chaos skills, so we're gonna get some of those. But first, I'm gonna go to the bathroom. Yeah. Because I don't want to go through this whole fight having to hold this shit. So be right back. You know, if I had a BRB screen, I would put one up, but I don't have one, so. I'm like ready to play the game with the mouse. Oh yeah, there's that. Let's see. That's burn stuff. Yeah, it's okay. Okay. That one's pretty good. Oh. In fact, I guess I'll upgrade all the top tier stuff. Top tier. I should really say, kind of like the first tier stuff. Guess I can get this one. Supposed to be, well, we are fully upgraded on the axe except for Hunter Killer, which I personally think is not too great. Here we go.
Is this the bridge Freya spoke of?
No, we're still on the Realm Travel Bridge. We're after the Bridge of the Damned. The dead use it to cross into their permanent home, the city of Helheim. The bridgekeeper who minds admission, he's the one we want. Just follow this bridge. Should lead us straight to him. You know, I'd really hope never to see this place again.
Listen. Go ahead, do it again. Just blocked in the middle of those like, subsequent attacks. It is what it is. Break through some of these. It may only be like 26 hack silver or some crap, but 26 hack silver could be the difference between an upgrade and having to wait.
Use the fire of your blades to burn away that hell's bramble blocking the path.
It's got its own little, you know, ranged attack that, yeah, baby. This is good. I like Spartan Charge. It's got its own little ranged attack, but it's not as good as
one of the many reasons we went back for those blades.
Oh, hell. Things die really easily, but they're also pretty annoying. They don't really do a lot of damage, but they can. It's easier to kill them with each other, or just use the blades to kind of just knock them around a little bit. Proceed this way. Yeah. How'd that work out for you? Friend blocked.
From behind.
Oh, hey. Chop through those guys right quick.
All wrong. Only the newly dead should be here. There's too many. The gate must be closed, and if the gate's closed, then it's true. Hell's full up. Without the Valkyrie to sort and kill them, hell is overwhelmed.
Which is what he's alluding to. Valkyries not being able to sort and cull people. Which they don't really work exactly like that. They're really, like I was talking about before, they're your express ticket to Valhalla. Not so much the Grim Reaper. They are like Grim Reapers, just not exactly the same.
Locked. Now what?
Go this way. I already know this sequence of the game relatively well. This little section. Got a walker right there. He missed me. I didn't even know he was here. Okay. Either way works.
When we killed the Reavers near my home, they came here. How did they return so quickly?
Time doesn't move the same between all realms, especially where the spirit world is concerned.
Like the light of Alfheim?
The opposite, in fact. The Lake of Souls feels faster than Alfheim time, but Hell is much slower than Midgard. Sorry, I'm sure that's confusing.
If we will be back to my son all the sooner, that is good.
Ah, aren't you a quick study?
So he's semi-right about that. Ow. Well, of course, nobody really knows for sure because, as far as we're concerned, nobody's actually ever been to another realm and actually talked about it. So we're not exactly, no one's really for sure. But as far as everything is told, time does move somewhat differently between each. It's not all entirely the same. Some is, some not. It's all the same to immortal beings either way you go about it. Those spinning attacks just stopped me from blocking that time, huh? Doesn't necessarily kill me. I need to take care of the big guy. Not exactly what I'd call a waste of a runic attack, but I'm trying to use Atreus, but he's not here, so I can't use him.
This Valhalla. Is it within hell?
Oh. Valhalla is part of Asgard. Only the worthy dead go there, the warriors who die in glorious combat. Hell is for those who die in dishonor.
Criminals.
Aye. And those dead of disease, mishap, age.
It is dishonorable to grow old.
Well, never too late to go out fighting, I suppose.
That is the philosophy they live by. It's better to go to Valhalla than go to hell. Because hell is, well, hell. You still have to make the journey, and you may not. May not have the resources.
Killing the
Hell, you might not
Bridgekeeper
make
helped
it
the
time.
dead leave Midgard.
I don't expect it will, though I don't suppose it will make things any worse either. It'll be one less obstacle for the living to reach the inner sanctum of Helheim. But who'd be mad enough to go there?
There's supposed to be a raven nearby somewhere. I think I might have missed it. Oh yeah, family heirloom. Okay. I almost forgot about these. They put a lot of things in this game that at one point or another you can't come back and get. Well, what I gotta rephrase that. You can always come back and get things that are collectible in the game. You don't have to always get them your first time around. Like I was talking about the faces of magic and how some of them are impossible to find. Like, they're not impossible to find. They're just hard to get to. And if you miss one of them, then you won't be able to come back and get it till way later. You can still come back and get it. It just takes a long time to get there.
The Bridge of the Damned. And there's the Keeper, making sure the dead are really dead.
What is that he holds?
That totem contains a powerful source of magical energy, the very power of Helheim itself. But what you want is his heart. Just take it and we can leave.
How?
Start some trouble. You can do that, right?
So he's really just a troll, but he has a pretty specific moveset that's actually really neat. One of the things I didn't like about this game was they kind of made enemies somewhat repetitive. Like this one, for instance. It's just a troll. It is kind of annoying. Trolls are kind of like a reusable boss type in this game. But the only other boss is like Magni, Modi, there's Baldur. But most of the time it's just this. So, but it's okay because I mean it's not a bad fight. But the bird, I don't know what that is. I'm not exactly sure what that's supposed to represent. So Hel, the goddess of Hell, or the goddess of the dead, which resides over the realm of Hell, quote unquote, which I don't think actually ever existed. It's supposed to be half ice, half, you know, whatever Loki's supposed to be, basically giant, half Jotun, half undead. I don't know how that works. It's really weird how that all went down, but nonetheless. And obviously that's like humanoid. And there is not, like, she obviously doesn't exist in this game. There's Skull and Hati, which chase the sun and moon. And then there's Fenrir, which is, or Fenris, who is fucking the wolf that eventually swallows Odin. He is chained to the tree as well. Tyr tricks Fenrir or whatever, into getting chained to the tree, so he's doing something causing a ruckus, and Tyr's like, I just want you to stop doing that and trust us. And it's just like, no, I don't want to do that. So he's like, well, I'll tell you what, if you place your arm in my mouth, I'll trust you. Like, but it's really weird. It's just like sign of trust. I'll put my arm in your mouth. And so he does, and then they chain Fenris, and he bites off Tyr's arm. So, and then there's Garm, which is another. Some things intertwine, saying Garm and Fenrir is the same thing. So I'm unsure, but that's like supposed to be another type of wolf, like an undead wolf or something that like chills out in hell. So maybe, I don't know if that's what that's supposed to be. But the bird thing, I've never heard of in my life. So, like, I don't remember reading anything about this in mythology. I might have to look some stuff up, but I'm kind of curious myself. I actually have never looked into what the bird is supposed to be. I'm just gonna consider it a bird. So, I don't know exactly. They don't even. And the thing is they don't even mention it in the game. Kratos is never like, "What's the bird?" Atreus never asks about the bird. Mimir never even once mentions the bird. It's just there. And I'm like, what is that supposed to be? Is that like Nithog? Is that Garm? Is that like a weird fucking construction, like, of some sort of mythological creature? Like, I don't exactly understand. So, I don't know. Yeah, I can't really explain what the bird's supposed to be. The bird is just the bird, as far as I'm concerned. I guess it's just part of the aesthetic. Oh, okay, he sees me. Doesn't really matter how I attack him. See, that's his moveset. He releases those little things, and they kind of seep in on you, or teleport to you in close distance. I see this guy as really just like a plot machination. Oh, maybe I do use the things. I was too busy like focusing on like how to display. I guess I do need to use these. So I'm pretty sure, like in mythology, gates of hell. I like how it's kind of like a gun. It just like kind of shoots this weird projectile. God damn it! It's more like a shotgun. It's just like a really large, like, burst of stuff. It's like the same thing over and over again. He'll change up. He's got like a dead person strapped to his side. I was like, is that like a sword or something? No, it's just some sort of rotting decayed body. I don't know if you can like parry these attacks or something. I'm just gonna imagine you can. He just gone. I like how I can somehow block that. Oh, I stopped his attack. Oh, goddamn. Whoop. Whoop. Where you at? Hold a second. Stop doing the same shit. Trying to throw shit at me. Woo. I just didn't. Yeah, that was gonna do you a lot of good ones. All those fancy moves. Yeah, I'm coming. That's it. Just gotta do this one last time. Oh, there he is. I gotta get there before he'll heal. It's actually unique. He's the only one who does that.
Now the heart, brother. You'll have to get your hands dirty.
Right. Let me just rip some of this stuff out of the way. See how he reacted to that? He's like, I'm, you know,
I have the
decimating
heart.
his body.
I need nothing more.
You're set. Better not to linger here, though, eh?
Kratos.
Helheim's
Zeus.
Zeus?
My father.
Your father was Zeus? Well, that explains a lot.
What is that place?
Never go there. Understand?
How is he here? That is not possible.
It's just an illusion. Hell's known for torturing its inhabitants with their own past. We should focus on getting back to your son.
We can't go there anyway. It's like, don't cross the bridge of the damned. You can't. I mean, I guess we could if we jumped, but not really an option. Like how he's supposed to be like the gatekeeper, but there's like alternate pathways. Huh. Grab that, I guess.
Yeah. Shh. Ain't supposed to be here. It's cold. Real quick, give me your blades.
Why?
Yeah, I said I'd help you, and I aim to. Come on. My equipment's in Midgard. Be right back.
You don't suppose he nicked those, do you?
There. Now they're ready for the winds of hell. Just target this magical glowy bit here with your blades and throw. Now target that wind trap with your blades. It's that little ball hanging in the middle of the door there. See it? Just let her loose.
First thing I get dosage.
Now you can absorb and release the winds of hell whenever it damn pleases you. So you're welcome, and I'm leaving. This place is cold enough to freeze a pair of pigeon eggs.
I sometimes wonder if there was once some sort of accident in his brain.
We have been away too long.
So yeah, see that? What else were they supposed to do, honestly? Oh, I'm like seeing those as enemies. Yeah, if you watch closely, you will see people try to hide things from you. We can use this to open that little treasure room that's around here. Damn. Dead already. But, you know, when I think about it, it's like, you know, what really was the developer supposed to do in that situation? Just be like, oh, you know, well, I mean, you could have actually, they could have put like a little portal thing or whatever. But they, you know, it's funny how they portrayed the dwarves' abilities. You know, like Sindri says, your eyes don't know what they're seeing. So, you know, you just see me slip away into nothingness. So it's kind of like, I guess it's kind of like that. It's like, they don't use a portal or anything. I wonder if they, like, looked at, you know, the work on that part and was like, he just disappears, and the dude's like, exactly, because either A, he remembered that, oh yeah, they're fucking, you know, they literally said that, you know, your eyes don't know what they're seeing, so you just see us pop away, versus the, you know, your, they may have made that up in the case of, let's try to find a way to cover that up, and so they did it that way instead, so. It was basically like retconned it. They were like, oh, seems like Stan doesn't want to actually make a fucking thing to make the dwarf go away, so we'll just come up with some sort of bullshit reason why that happens. Oh, come on. I'll still make it. Just grab that thing, get the stuff. We're close to quitting time. Just need to get this back. I think that there's a way to get this back. I just can't remember where I have to stick the stuff at. I don't know if I can do it yet or not. I'm not gonna dwell too much on it. We'll have the opportunity to do it again later.
Sorry, brother. I'm still stuck on what I heard back there. Zeus was your father?
Not now. We should focus on getting out of hell.
And with that, I cannot argue. I'll just contemplate that little nugget in silence then.
Oh, we don't even have to. Don't worry much about it now. We'll do it later. Besides, we're gonna open it this way anyway, so. Who cares if it gets locked back? Ready? Very odd perspective to try to get me there. So. Oh, well, hello, friend. That's mildly annoying, but okay. Hey, bud. Did you just ignore me? I do want to fight him. Let's keep rolling, buddy. Gave me the table on that. I'm not exactly sure why. Good shit. Deadly war handles. But that gives me something to put on to the Blaze Chaos, so that's good. You know, actually, the Blaze of Hell can give a slight damage increase. They'll return back to where they go to. It's not anything incredible. Now you gotta do your whatever you want. Friends did. Busted. I just want a loot. Just Just move out of my way. I can proceed. Just need to find the look at this spot. There. Run for it. There. Next window. I think it's up. Yeah, I'm leaving. You ain't gonna stop me. This part. I'm not sleeping. And you're not gonna stop me anymore. A lot of things in this world that won't stop me from sleeping. Alright. And it's leg day tomorrow. You gotta move. Tired as hell. Oh, you're not too slow tomorrow. You're not talking about getting sore. I guess I'm just saying. I hope that I'm not sore, as in lasting from the last time. Yeah, I don't know what's that. Yeah. Really enjoyed that. What's this creature? I guess I can't pick up. I like hit square to use a Travis again, and he's not here, so I can't do it. Hey. That's money. Essentially. About all it is. I might just have to make a run for it. Where do I put this? Okay, all's the wall. Run, Kratos, run. No, there's no way. I have to get it closer than that. I just don't know where it's at. I do want to do this, since, I mean, we're so close. I'd rather get it out of the way. Oh. It's almost like I already knew it was there. Maybe I should have seen it earlier, I just didn't. I don't even know what this is. Hey, this is good. Oh wait, no, that's a light attack. No, I want Spartan charge. I'm gonna keep that one. But I can't. Oh. All right, let's get this thing to Freya so we can get this over with.
You made it! Better get home to your boy already.
We shouldn't delay, brother. It's straight back to Midgard with that heart. understand. I'm dangling from the hip of the bloody ghost of Sparta.
Do not call me that.
What, don't mistake me, brother. From what I heard, the Pantheon had it coming. It's still a bit to take in. I knew you hate gods, but you really can't stay away from them, can you?
You must say nothing to the boy. He must never know.
Bollocks, brother. Respectfully, bollocks. He has to know. He'll never be whole without the truth. Look, I get it. You hate the gods. All gods. It's no accident that includes yourself. And it includes your boy. Can you see that? He feels that. He can't help what he is. Can't begin to help it because you haven't even told him. It's all connected, man.
You will tell him nothing.
Very well.
So you know that shortcut between realms? Well, I made it better. Or I might have broke it.
We use that.
I know you do. So I took a few cuts from them winds of hell and made it so it ain't just one way. Now you can use it to travel to and from. If I didn't break it.
Then we can take it to Freya.
There's an idea, brother.
Might be some kinks to sort out, but you'll make it.
Just go, brother.
Okay, so I think that this kind of gives us more ability to travel around because otherwise it's pretty annoying.
Well, you gentlemen certainly know how to get around.
Freaks. So there's this little area right here. If you can jump off the side of it. Like I walked up and I was like, oh, what's this? Circle. Do it. And I fucking did it and he was like, yep, okay. And just jumped off the side and we died. Like, alright. I might show that at some point.
Well, this isn't right. But close enough. He did say there were kinks.
We must hurry.
Now we can run.
The heart.
You have it.
Yes.
Yeah, just put your hand in the burning stew.
Back of your hand.
He is still ill.
I can break the fever. But to heal...
He must know the truth of what he is.
Yes.
It is not so simple.
Help me prop him up. Did I tell you that I have a son, too? It's been... forever since I last saw him. At his birth, the runes foretold a needless death. The babe in my arms was so... small. So helpless. I knew right then I would do anything to protect him. No matter the sacrifice.
Starting to connect some dots.
Of course, everything I did for myself. I let my needs, my fears, come before what he needed. And I couldn't see his resentment until it was too late. Don't make the same mistake. Have faith in him. I know the truth isn't simple, but nothing is when it involves your child.
It is a curse. The boy has been cursed.
Don't leave without me.
I will not.
I'm better now.
I see that. Is he well enough to travel?
For now.
It won't happen again. I promise.
You see that it does not.
Freya, I will not forget this.
Thanks.
Your father did the heavy lifting. You should stay, recover.
You have done enough.
You know my door is always open to you.
Alright.
Now then, before Modi so rudely interrupted us, we were just about to explore Tyr's vault.
Yes, to find the Black Rune. Boy, do you know the way from here?
Oh, I don't know.
Sure you do, lad. We need a boat.
I don't know. I guess we need a boat.
Okay then.
So, before, we go and just jump into the rest of this, there's like a little bit of dialogue down the elevator there, but we're gonna save it for next time. It is already 20:35. Time for me to get some rest because gym tomorrow. So, Tuesday, I think I'm playing Destroy All Humans. I really, honest to God, don't think I'm going to get 3 hours out of that. But I'm not going to continue God of War until next Sunday. Maybe I'll play some tomorrow. There's a lot of games to chug through. So the faster I get this done, the more faster we can move on. But we'll see. I'll decide. But Thursday is AI Dungeon. We'll play AI Dungeon. I don't think I'll do 3 hours of that. Maybe. We'll see. It just depends on how much we can get done. I'll try to make the story go a little faster. Maybe if I die, and that's it. Maybe not. We'll see. But, yeah, so it's going to be, obviously, 5:30 to 8:30. Tuesday, Thursday, Sunday. And so if I decide I'm going to actually pick up more of this on Tuesday, then we will. Otherwise, that's going to be it for this. And let's go ahead and save. I'll just do a new manual. Since this time everything worked out pretty well, I'll just, instead of overwriting it, just in case there's an error, I can go back and fix it. So, but either way, that's gonna be it this time. So show up next Sunday. Want to see more of this? Otherwise, Tuesday, Thursday, some extra games to play. And don't want to come back? Don't come back. If you want to come back, then come back for all of them, I'd say. But yeah. So that'll be it for this time around. But yep. So show up next time for more. And otherwise, hope y'all have a good one. Have a good night. And see you next time.